of his intimate part. Oh my God.
Really?
We don't have enough women humbling these men and putting them in their place. We need to start making these men feel worthless because they are.
There are some good men out here. I always hear about the bad ones, so then we got a preconceived notion when going into a dating situation. Y'all going on with this trend talking about, oh, I've been happier ever since I left black men alone. Yeah, you're a lot unhealthy too. You look like you done gained about 35 pounds.
To all the Balkan men, yes, I am a Serbian woman that married a black man, a Jamaican man. Get over it. Get the over it. The amount of comments we receive from Balkan men that feel triggered by my husband's size. Get over it. Ne serite više i ne jedite govna. Oh my God. Get over it. Get over his size of his intimate part. Oh my God. Get over it. We get it. Under every single video that we post, there's always at least one comment by a Balkan man that is making a hate comment talking about his size. Oh my God, guys.
Wow.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that Balkan man feels so triggered by his intimate part, guys. Oh my God, get the fuck over it. Always felt disgusted by Balkan men, especially Serbian men. I'm sorry, not sorry, but this is just the proof that I'm disgusted even more.
Wow.
Come on, guys. Come on. Keep commenting hate. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. This makes me feel so much more disgusted by Balkan men. How disgusting can a human being be? We get support from everybody. Everybody, even Balkan women, except Balkan men. Why? Simply because they feel triggered because of my husband's size of his intimate part. That's it.
Wow. She's tired. She's done. She said, this is why I can't stand Balkan men. Look, she has a black man. They're hating because she loves him. You know, it's funny, right? I took a look at some of the comments, and some of the comments I've seen, I understand why she's mad. When I saw this one comment, I said, how dare they? Right? You guys got to see this. Take a look at this. All right, so I got to review this. Now, one says, had a Serbian woman, never had any problems with Balkan men directly. Okay, shame on you. I'm Serbian and my man is black. Something's going on out there, right? Serbia, that's over by Albania. I know one thing, my boy's out there. He's white boy though, but it seems like they're they're black men are taking their claim out there, right? Planting their flag down. Single mother and 3-2-1. That right there, she saw that comment too. She's married. That's her husband. How is she going to be a single mother? I'm sure their relationship is not breaking anytime soon. My man passport broke the situation. Yes, there's some guy. Oh man, the things that's going on in Jamaica right now, right? What is it? It's worse than the U.S. Jamaican woman, it's like a 75% chance there may not be a child. These men have no choice but to go to other countries. So shout out to the Jamaican men that are leaving and finding the love of your life. You need to. I see some of you guys commenting on my videos. You kind of need to. It's bad out there. But look at it. It says, I'm a Serbian woman too. I only date black men. The person that made the video, Serbian, my man is black. I'm a Serbian woman too, and I only date black men. What's going on out there? Guys, I think this is a new destination for you guys. Let's get into the next video.
This is my story how I moved from Austria to the USA while I show you guys this lip combo. I was born and raised in a small town in Austria. I love my home country Austria, but I wanted something different. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and challenge myself. First, we're gonna wipe off the lips. So I applied for an au pair program. It's called Cultural Care. And if you don't know what that is basically a live-in nanny position in another country. I just outlined my lips, and what I like to do now is to put lip liner in the corners. And just like that, I left my family and friends and moved all the way to New York to live with a family that were strangers to me. Literally. I got this lip liner on Amazon. It's called Milani. I'm gonna link it for you guys.
So he didn't
After
have
I
to
finish
travel to
the
go
lip
get her.
liner, I move over to my lips.
Wow, look at that.
So after I finished my first year with this family, I decided to extend another year with the family. Actually, you guys, I forgot my concealer. Yes, I applied concealer on my lips. Just trust the process. So the plan was to stay 2 years total with this family and then go back to Austria. This concealer is from e.l.f. and I only apply it in the middle. This is a really strong concealer in my opinion, so I really do it a little bit, and then I just dab it, and only in the middle, so it looks like this. Now we move over to my lipstick. So during that second year that I stayed, I met someone. I met a man. And after that second year, I moved in with this man, my boyfriend, who's now my husband. The lipstick is from Yves Saint Laurent. I'm gonna link it in my bio. What I like to do now is to go over with my lip liner one more time. And honestly, you guys, the rest is history. I never even questioned going back to Austria again because I knew I wanted to build my life in the USA with the love of my life. And this is how I ended up living in the US for 4 years now total. What was really just meant to be 2 years. So I hope that answered the big question how I ended up in America. And I also hope you guys like the lip combo as much as I do. I personally love it. I love when it's a little lighter in the middle. Let me guys know if you have any other questions. Comment down below and I'll see you next time.
Didn't have to travel out there. He found it in New York. New York is one of those places you see all cultures there. Like for instance, the European guy. I reacted to a video about that. That's probably going to come after this. But that took place in New York. A lot of people travel to New York to live, enjoy themselves, even work, even from other countries to work. So, yeah, I guess you can meet him there. But that's cool. The guy met her right at home where he was and didn't have to travel out. Even better.
What's my point? My point is people are super racist and disgusting, and if you want to go back on that video and read all of the horrendous comments that people made, you can, but that's my point. Is I live in a bubble, I forget how horrible people are, and then I am reminded that there are foul, vile humans. That was my point. Sorry that you missed it. I'll try to be more clear next time, but yeah, that was my point.
Yeah, another one. She was harassed for being in love with a black man. It's happening. I don't know why it still happens. You know what's funny? I notice all of them say this is 2025. What is going on? And I'm shocked too, because I say the same thing. It's 2025. Like, say for instance, even if a black woman gets with a white guy, who cares? Like men, we always say, so good luck, right? Good luck and good riddance. Good riddance, because we would rather that. But no, don't get me wrong. Some guys still want to mess with black women. Some guys still would rather go to Africa. Some guys go to Colombia because there's black women there. Brazil, black woman there. Even in the Philippines, there's black woman here. So no matter where you go, you can find a black woman. But yeah, that's messed up. This happens to her. But it happens though. Should it happen? No, it shouldn't.
Y'all is really in y'all soft boy era. Like, really in y'all soft boy era. I'm like, bitches was outside. I mean, when they say them little skirts had the ass out, bitches' whole asses was out. I mean, mid-cheek, up, like top of ass hidden, bottom ass out. Like, crazy. Even with the score, I'm like, I have never seen a score with ass out. But it's like, maybe they doing it for the gross. Maybe they doing it for themselves. But I'm like, the fact that you got your whole ass exposed, bitch, and it's chill. I know you feel that draft. The fact that you got your whole ass exposed and ain't damn niggas coming up to talk to you is crazy. Y'all in y'all sophomore era. Because back in the day, niggas would have been on that. Phone flooded. Phone flooded, bitch. I'm like, they in they sophomore. Like, niggas just posted up like the bitches. Waiting for somebody to approach them. They like, I got my hair cut too. My hair done too. Soft boy era. Like, I'm like, that's crazy. You out here with your whole ass out freezing. And niggas is just minding their business. Crazy.
You have to understand, men seen it all. Men seen it all, especially if you're in the hood, right? If that's in the hood or at an event close to the hood, or guys used to going to events, nowadays that's what women are wearing. You see it happening at Disney World. Seriously, girls going to Disney World with those dresses on. You guys remember that there was a big craze about it a couple of months ago. I forgot the bubble dresses. Girls at Disney World in a bubble dress, like they're going to the club, cheeks hanging all out. Nobody there. There's no men looking for women at Disney. But you know what they say? I'm doing it just for myself. I think she forgot that. Right? Because then the guy tries to talk to her. I'm doing it for myself. That's what they're going to say. My choice! My choice! So I don't know if you recognize this day and age what ladies are saying when guys try to talk to them. Because that could have happened that day. Could you imagine that? A guy go up to a girl, butt all out. She rejects him. He's looking like, yeah, but you is out. So a guy's just supposed to get rejected by a woman that's not up to par, right? Because seriously, that's how a guy sees it as well. If you're out here dressed like this, easy peasy then, right? That's how men think. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. You shouldn't be dressed like that. I see ladies say it all the time. They say, dress for what you want. If you want to be on the strip, dress like it. That's what that is. That's like being on the strip. So yeah, if you say a man should have pressed because he wanted to beat later, yeah, maybe yes. But to have a relationship with her, oh no, that's not the case. Because the man doesn't know if what I said was going to happen. She's going to reject him and act like she's high and mighty. Because that's what they all want to do. It's weird nowadays. And men can't call it.
Really? We don't have enough women humbling these men and putting them in their place. We need to start making these men feel worthless. Because they are. Okay?
Okay.
Call him a bitch. Disrespect him. Put him down. Make him feel bad about himself.
Just another day at the office. Now, I know rage bait when I see it. It's rage bait, trust me when I tell you. Don't fall for it. It's a Jedi mind trick. But just in case it's not, I'd love to know what you're going to accomplish by doing that. Like, what's actually going to happen if women start to do what it is that you're telling them to do? But what I will say is, how is it that women want us as men to go out into the world and protect women that think and act and speak like that? Not to mention, she's talking about the man that she's actually dating. Now, when he put her through a wall, y'all gonna look at us and be like, oh man, these men are abusive. Are they really? Anyone that communicates properly would know that words cut very, very deep.
They do.
Sometimes they hurt and do more damage than actually hitting someone. Now, I'm not advocating for domestic violence, but what I am saying is, at some point, talking to people crazy like that gonna put you in a really bad situation. And I don't think it's anybody's responsibility to come in between what we think should happen versus what God has in store for you. You are free to make your own decisions, but you are not free to choose the consequence. Fellas, if you don't take nothing from me, take this. Any woman that is comfortable enough to call you out of your name is not even worth recreational use. Can't do nothing with that. And if you find yourself in a situation where you guys are already dating, make sure you pack your shit when she's at work and move the fuck out. And block her on everything. It has a really good dramatic effect. And as for that young lady, I really hope she steps on a Lego in the worst way. Y'all keep the change.
Yeah. And he's right when he said at the end, because I think more men need to take that approach, right? When they get out of their character like that, get up, cut her off, don't say anything, leave when she goes to work. That is the best way. If you want to make a clean break, do that. Because talking like that to a man, like I saw a girl, it was recently, maybe a week ago. A girl was basing up and straight hit a man 3 times. The man knocked her out. I mean, you were asking for it. You're basing yourself up and balling your fist and actually throwing a blow at a man. Like, what did you think was going to happen? And you did it twice, 3 times. Expect to get knocked in the head. You do it once, I'll brush it off. You did it twice. The man is like, I'm pissed now.
Men are not approaching women because they're afraid of the woman calling him a freak or weird or creep or threatening, when he is probably, in most cases, just trying to have a simple interaction and get her number or start a conversation. But I've seen so many TikToks where a woman will go viral for telling a story about how a man came up to her and said something very normal, but she calls him a freak and calls him weird or threatening or whatnot, probably because she just didn't find him attractive. But at the same time that's happening, women really want men to make the first move because they want an assertive man who's brave enough to come talk to a stranger. So I totally understand both perspectives, but they clash. So what do we do about this scenario? No one's talking to anyone. No one's getting any numbers. What do we do?
I say we do nothing. But you, lady, even you with the sweet voice, you got to put some bonus on you and start talking to guys. That's what happens. Because men do nothing. What do you want men to do? As you said, you've mentioned it. Guys have been insulted, rejected, and then most of them are saying no more. Why keep going through that and put myself through that turmoil? Right? It's like you're bashing your head on a wall over and over, just to see if blood comes out on a concrete wall at that. Most likely, blood is going to come out. That concrete is going to pierce your skin, and you're going to start leaking. That's what you're asking men to do. So, therefore, we do nothing about it. We agree.
Not approaching isn't feminized. It's just a natural response to negative outcomes.
Exactly.
What else are you seeing? So I think a lot of things can be going on at the same time, right? Is this a natural response to being either rejected or humiliated or, just having negative outcomes? For sure. That is definitely going on. And that in and of itself is not necessarily feminized behavior. But there are just lots of ways in which men and women are both becoming more like the opposite sex. And that is a direct result of just the way society has evolved, right? So we've just got technology to make things so that men's brute strength, right, is not so much the asset that it was before in just weathering the elements, in weathering life. And as well, women, because of technology and evolution and advancements, women also are not necessarily having to practice the things that are solely attributable to the physical characteristics and hormonal characteristics of women, right? So technology has done a lot to kind of bring us both as sexes, respective sexes, to the middle. And more like one another. And so why would I characterize that as feminized? It's just because men are just doing more of the things that women would do. And as I've said, women are also doing more of the things that men would do. And femininity and masculinity are social constructs that are also founded, or to some extent, in biology, right? And hormones. So that's what I mean by being feminized. Also, men are much more risk averse, generally speaking, because of this evolution. So that is a way in which they've become more feminized. Women were naturally a little more risk averse because we are the mothers and because we have to care for and protect the children in the family. But men before were greater risk takers because they had to be. And asking or approaching someone and getting rejected is a great risk. But it's a risk men are less willing to take, less built to take, because they're generally more risk averse than they used to be, among so many things. There's like so many things that we can discuss about how gender roles are morphing and kind of meeting in the middle and therefore taking the polarity away. So like our traditional ideas of masculinity and femininity are changing. It may evolve one day to where women are the protectors and men are the nurturers. We don't know, because those are also dynamic social constructs, masculinity, rating on the things that are affecting us, right? So like we have a concept of masculinity.
Wait. What are you talking about? Now, for women to take over what men do, women would have to do what men do. Men are the protectors. Men take care of society. Men make sure society runs. That's how we would have to change roles. Because if we're not changing roles that way, we gotta call a spade a spade. You ladies need to sit down. Because you can't do what men do. I hear what you're saying. No offense against you. But even what you just said, like, it doesn't make sense. Women will never jump in a man's role. And men will never be feminine. What happened is men said, no mas. That's what you're saying now. You don't see men turning to women. You see women turning to men and men stepping back. That's what's happening. You ladies are lost. You know that's what's happening, right? I should have responded to this video. I got to get on TikTok more because that's what I would have said. Like, that's what's happening. Not men jumping in women's roles. Like, no. Yeah, you do. Nowadays, you do have things a little more open, but men, women, you can't step into our role. We're still the protectors. The reason why you feel safe is because men make it feel that way.
And femininity in this culture, or we had one, that was built on centuries of one way of living, right? And now that's changing, and we are in this transition period. But that's what I mean by being feminized, is our gender roles, like men's gender, the gender roles are no longer so clearly defined, and men are becoming more wired like women, and women are becoming more wired like men. So I know that probably sounded like an offensive statement to a lot of people to say that men are being feminized. I didn't mean it that way. It's just a matter of fact kind of thing that is happening to both sexes. But yes, it's also a natural response to just be deterred from risking yourself if risking yourself does not prove fruitful enough for who you are. But I do also think that there is a bit of feminization in the inability to tolerate that risk, in the hardiness to tolerate the failure rate, right? Just a natural failure rate of, approaching people.
Why men don't approach.
Someone else is talking about how women straight up will shame men for the way they approach and then blast them on social media. Yeah. And I think that's horrible. For the most part. Some people deserve to be blasted, but for the most part, I think that's wrong. I don't think people should do that, but people do that. People do wrong, whack shit all the time.
You can't make that up. Oh man, stop talking. Seriously. Men do weird stuff. You should have said, no, men don't deserve to be blasted. Even if they do something weird. A man shouldn't be exposed. Like, for instance, a man shouldn't be on a T app. What do you think it reversed on you ladies? Men said, oh, let's go and hack that app and spill it all. Spill all the tea. Because it's gotten out of control. And what you was talking about, I don't know, but let's move on.
I want to call my man. Y'all are crazy. I don't know what type of world we living in, and I don't know what type of man y'all have. But mine gonna move mountains. So I'm gonna hit him up. I be so sad when I see women be like, oh, I'm basically married, but I'm still a single mom. That is sad. And you need to get divorced. Because there are some good men out here. There are. Now, we just always hear about the bad ones, so then we got a preconceived notion when going into a dating situation. But there are some good ones out here. And if you needed a sign, this your sign. Man, stay there if you want to. Be around here a single parent, working 16 jobs, trying to make ends meet. No, leave that man. If you are a man and you with a woman, leave that woman. There's a lot of women out here. Yep. A lot of them. I promise you. You think she eat ass? I know a few of them that eat ass too. There is no reason for nobody to stay with anybody that don't make them completely 100% happy. I will tell you that right now.
She's right. Big girl knows what she's talking about. And I bet you she does whatever it takes to keep a man happy. Shout out to you.
Now, I told myself I didn't have no dog in this fight. However, I'm getting very vexed. Stop using y'all interracial ass relationships that don't nobody give a fuck about to degrade or talk about black men. Stop speaking to the black men that you wrongfully chose. A lot of the times y'all get with these men who are other races, and a lot of them don't even be confident or loving themselves or respect them goddamn selves. A lot of them allow you black women to talk to them with no respect and no sense. A lot of those relationships, the man works for everything and the woman spends for everything. Those type of black women view transactions and monetary things and materialistic things as love. That's why they want to marry you, so they can get rid of your ass quick. They're going to make sure you got a whole bunch of money and that life insurance and then that pension and all that good retirement fund, all that. They get with men like that just so they can have a backup plan to go get with the next younger man. It's not all women, but a lot of y'all. Let's stop acting like this shit is not right there in our faces. But now y'all going on with this trend talking about, oh, I've been happier ever since I left black men alone. Yeah, you're a lot unhealthy too. You look like you done gained about 35 pounds. And then you gonna want that same man that's supposed to love you to get you a surgery to get rid of that, where you could just go to the gym. He can tell you to go to the gym, but he ain't gonna tell you that because he's too busy pleasing you. Because he's a man. If he says anything about a woman, it's disrespectful. It's rude. You don't say that to people you love. Don't let it be a black man and a black woman. Like, oh my God, like, we're gonna forever lose.
He's cooking on garbage.
We're gonna forever lose. I'm really just tired of the okie doke, the buffoonery. We need to go back to the old school traditional ways of doing certain shit. We need to normalize shame the right way. I'm sorry, I can never do it as a black woman. I don't like pink gummy worms. I'll stick with my Jamaican chocolatey Claire. Long ass ding dong. I don't know, it's something about a chocolate black man. I don't know how the it's just y'all want the melanin deficient. I don't know, it's something about black love that I just love. I don't give a y'all can never deter me from black men. There's no way. There's nothing you can say that's gonna make me be like, oh my God, I really hate black men. I'm about to stop all black men. I could never do that to myself. A white man. Smell like wet dog. Hispanics smell like beans and hard work and sweat and the ones that got the money for the pussy. Some black men do make me cringe. Like them Africans, they be very aggressive. Some Jamaicans too. Something about my little peanut butter skin on my chocolate black mans, and we just look like a Reese's peanut butter cup, bitch. We look real delectable. I cannot see myself fucking. I'm sorry, I don't know how much money he got. I don't care how black washed he is or any of that. How hood he is, how many niggas he done been around. None of that. I will not do it. There's no diss, no dig to those who do it. But don't be on here projecting and promoting like that, talking about, oh, I've never been happier than without a black man. Shut the f up. You chose the wrong black man, and the right black man wouldn't look your way because you were unwilling to change and take accountability, and you're just a lame ass bitch.
Real talk alert.
Yeah, I'm calling it for what it is. I'm done being nice to you. I'm not sugarcoating for nobody. Sucks to be authentically me because you bitches could never be me. That's why I am her. You hoes suck.
We met off Hinge.
I met him on Hinge.
What dating app was it?
Yeah, it was definitely Hinge.
My girls came through the window and you stayed?
I still stayed, and she had a gun.
So he takes you to the hotel, although you've already told him
That
I'm not comfortable. I don't want to stay the night. I don't want to go to a hotel. I want to go home. This can't be real life.
Remember how I said he cleared his plate? I didn't finish my food. So I'm like, I'm done. I put my plate off to the side, the next table for the waiter to come get it. I plate and ate all of the food on my plate.
The little chicken bones you put on the side of your plate, he even picked that up.
So he arranges like this picnic date for us. So and he's like, can I sit next to you? And I'm like,
All these little mishaps they're talking about on dates, and Ashley needs to correct it, right? What I mean, like the guy that took the woman to the hotel when she said she didn't want to go to the hotel, he should have established some realness during the date. What I mean, he should have kind of let it be known, maybe made a pass at her, something when he was driving her home, and then let her know, hey, look, this is gonna be this. Came straight out and said what he needed to say. You're a big girl. You giving it up or what? Share it. You giving it up or what? Don't be scared. She be on to the next one. Instead of just taking her to the hotel, you're giving it up or what? But no, but what's happening is they think they deserve that pie in the sky, and they deserve heart and bubblegum. That's all they deserve. Hard D and bubblegum. And have a nice day. A lot of them don't realize that. Even the same thing when you go overseas. You're going to meet girls that don't deserve hard D and bubblegum. But yeah, guys, other than that, thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.